Welcome back to What If Female Deku Was Mangle, Chapter 2, Part 2. Last where we left off, they had entered the the underwater pipelines of the Island security where it's weakest. Because Island has a very tight security around its perimeters, borders, and it's supposed to be one of the most secured in the MHA world. Well, no one really has enough pressure to go down so far because down below water where the valve is, because most people get crushed because of the pressure. Only special equipment could get them down there. But getting undetected is a whole different thing. Like, there's no way they can get the equipment there and be undetected doing so. But them being robots, they can go down there without any problem. And now they're made their way through the little tunnels and now are heading inside Island. Of course, they're going in the understructure of it, the original parts of Island. As Island, I would believe, is built over layers and layers of technology, would have plenty of floors. So they go to an old abandoned lair of Island, where a lot of warehouses, the beginning stages of Island, you can tell, that have been stacked on top of. As they get out of the water, Foxy, Mangle, and her 4 Mangle clones, of course. Robots. Oh, this looks like a nice place, Foxy. It looks like where we used to live. In the forest, that old factory. It was more of an old warehouse with a couple of floors. You could say it was a factory. But this does look like a place where we can hide out. Yes, and look at all this. The machines here probably still work, as her body just being carried by one of the robotic mangles as she's just flying around in her spirit form, looking all throughout the place. Mangle, be careful. We still don't know if they have security down here or not. Relax, Foxy. No one can see me without my permission. After all, I'm in my spirit form. You're right. I don't know why I cannot do that. But it seems like you are gifted with this such of ability. I don't know. You could say it's part of my, quirk? As she tilts her head. Did I have a quirk when I was alive? I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, Foxy, why don't we just continue exploring? Very well. As they continue to explore the old factory, or the old underground system of Island, as they find a warehouse with a lot of spare parts, and it's still intact. Everything else seems to be in shatters. It seems we can hide here. As they all gather up and start fixing up the warehouse a little bit, making it more sturdy, fixing up some of the walls, make it more livable for them. Well, I've actually been in this place for a while. Been in this place? What do you mean? Foxy says. Oh, I must be thinking of the other place. My bad. I was about to say, we've never been here before, Mangle. I don't know, I guess I've been in a lot of underground areas. Not surprising, because of our situation, we've had to move in several places. And to not be discovered, of course. I know, but why can't we just, for once, focus on actually getting the job done? You know, finding an actual place, I mean. You're considering us finding a home, a job. What? You got a problem with that? No, Mangle, I do not. But this is the safest place I could think of. Well, if it's safe, then it's safe. Now I want to explore Island, as she goes off in her spirit form, leaving Foxy and the Mangle robots alone. Mangle, wait! As he tries to call her as she just disappears. Ugh. Sometimes I feel like I'm the one having to take responsibility for her actions. I'm afraid there might be the technology to detect her spirit form here. Hopefully they don't have that. I guess I can only hope. As he looks at the other mangles, mind help me repairing this place a little bit? After all, if we're gonna be living here, I prefer we have something like a repair station made for us. All they do is nod in response. Well, let's get to work. As we go to Mangle, who's just flying through walls and all that, looking around Island. Oh, so many fascinating people. As she flies into a room that's being done for an experiment on a machine. Ooh, what's this? As then we're hearing some noise, saying we cannot use this item, David Shield. As David Shield's getting mad. Some conflict? As she just pops into the room above in her spirit form, watching the entire conflict, saying this device is too dangerous, and they're confiscating it and locking it up. David Shield is furious about this. They're wanting to take his invention that could possibly benefit them away from him, which is making him angry and all that. But he cannot do anything about it, as he has a lot of power in Island, but he doesn't run Island. So if the other scientists deem it too dangerous or too risky if this falls into other hands, they're going to lock it up. He seems very mad. Wait, where have I heard that name before? Didn't Foxy say something about a David? David what? Doesn't matter. And she just flies away, not even caring where they're taking the device. As she finally gets back to the port area where they see that same ship they arrived on. Hey, that's the ship me and Foxy stowed away on. As she goes over onto the port, as she's just watching from flying around, as she makes her way over to a familiar face. Wait, isn't that the boy that I saved? As she flies over, yeah, that is the boy. Man, what is he doing here still? I thought he'd be assigned somewhere else. As we see the boy turn around and sees Mangle, as he gets scared and falls back, huh? And falls on his bottom as he hits the ground. As Mangle just tilts her head. You're that girl I saw. Wait, as she looks around, you can see me? As she points to herself. Yeah? That's a surprise. No one's been able to see me before than Foxy when I take this form, or anyone else I show. Interesting. As he gets up, is this your quirk? You could say it's my quirk. I'm not entirely sure. As she just flies around. But you have to not tell anyone about this. Why? Me and Foxy are trying to keep this secret. As she puts her finger to her mouth. Secret. You understand? As he nods his head. Why do you need to keep this secret? Bad people will come for us if they find us. Bad people? Yes, very bad people. They wish to capture Foxy and Mangle, to do unknown things to us. We are uncertain of what. Yeah, all right. Anyway, I didn't catch your name. As she flies around, I have seen you a lot, though. Wait, were you stowing away on the ship? Yes, me and Foxy were. Who's Foxy? Oh, I've said too much. My apologies. Wait. But what is your name? The name is Wave. Wave? An interesting name for someone with orange hair. I know, it's a very interesting name. So what is your quirk? Nothing special, really. All I can really do is mess with and see things people cannot. See things. It's nothing special. All I can really do is I can see through technology and all that, kind of like a see-through quark for like seeing through technology. Ah, so you're like an analyzation type quark. How do I know that? Yes, exactly. I can analyze components of pretty much any device. Then why are you doing and working on a ship? Your quark would be suited in a company. I know, but no company will hire a person that doesn't even know the full extent of his own quark. And why is that? No one wants someone that can not control their quark very well. I only can turn it on sometimes when I really focus, and it's only for a little bit. But then how can you see me? I don't know. As she starts to glitch out a little bit, as she just hits the edge of the wall to Island. Oh no, I've gone too far. As he looks at her with confusion. Too far? Yes, I've gone too far from my body. As she floats a little bit closer, as she stops glitching. Whenever I get too far from my body, my spirit form glitches out, you see. Why are you telling me this? I don't know. You seem trustworthy. Who exactly are you? Mangle doesn't know that entirely of herself. Mangle only knows Mangle's name, Mangle's friends, and what Mangle needs to do. And what's that? Make a home. As he looks at Mangle, make a home? Yes, me and Foxy need to find a safe home. And we thought Island is the safest place. Interesting choice to pick as safest place. I know, it was Foxy's idea. I honestly don't know a thing about this place. It's where pretty much every scientist in the world, the smartest minds, make devices and ingenious inventions here. Support heroes and all that. Interesting. Now I know some more things. But I do have a question for you, though. Why do you work with people on that ship? It's a way to make money, as people don't really want to hire me with, my type of skill set and quirk. Well, I think it's an interesting quirk. After all, you get to see me. Not many people can see me in this form. Only when I allow it. I didn't allow you to see me now, and yet you're seeing me right as I'm here, which is quite fascinating in my mind. After all, I've known no one other than Foxy to see me while I'm in this state, and I didn't even allow him to see me, but he can sense and see me somehow. Why does this Foxy fellow seem like the person that wants to keep you out of trouble? As she just laughs a little bit. Probably because he probably told me not to come out here. As she messes with her hands. Oh, as one of his colleagues come around. Are you talking to someone? As he looks at Mangle as she shakes her head. As he says, oh no, I'm just mumbling to myself, sir. Well, okay. You got 3 more minutes, then you need to get off your break. As the man walks away. Who was that? Oh, that was one of the hired people on the ship I work. Apparently, we'll be here for a while because of the damages from that storm that passed. Oh, I see. I guess I can come and talk to you during times. After all, I've got no one else to talk to, other than Foxy. Well, thank you for... thank you for actually coming to talk to me. I don't have many friends on this ship. Why is that? You seem like a nice person. I am a nice person, but how people see it is you don't have a powerful quirk, you're weak, and you're useless. I don't have a powerful quirk. Or do I? Mangle doesn't know. You really are interesting, Mangle. Why, thank you. Mangle thinks I'm interesting too. Well, why did you choose to come to Island of all places? I know you said it was a safe place. I don't know. Only Foxy knows. Well, that is very interesting. Is there anything you can tell me about Foxy? Well, he's an animatronic with a soul in it. And we have 4 other animatronics that look just like me. Do they also have souls like you, with quirks? No, they're just copies of me. I made them while we were in trouble. They were supposed to help me repair Foxy when he was injured. He was out of it for a while. So Mangle got someone to repair him. Okay. Well, I guess I should get back to work. I wish I could stay longer and observe you more. You're a very interesting person, Wave. And after all, no one else has had this long of a conversation with me. Other than Foxy, of course. Well, it was nice talking to you too, Mangle, as he smiles and waves as he walks off. Would this be the thing that I heard about? Friend? I heard it while I was roaming around by myself while Foxy was, well, not in a good condition. But I did hear things called friends. Is this what it feels like to have a friend? Mangle is learning new things. As she flies back to Foxy, as we go to Foxy working on repairing this old, basically warehouse. Good. Made sure no cameras were in the area. There's actually a couch down here, thankfully. And I've dusted things off. And luckily there's enough tools and all that were left down here that I can actually do modification to our bodies for repairs, which is actually pretty good. I didn't expect this many things to be left down here, but I suppose I'll have to make my way up to get better supplies, as these will only satisfy the work I need to do on repairing us for a while. As Mangle comes flying in, Foxy! As she just flies through him and just hits the wall. Ow. As she realized the reason why she hit the wall. Oh, I must have went into my body. As she turned her mechanical head, as she had went back into her body that hit the wall. I see you're back, Mangle. Well, I told you not to go off. Sorry, Mangle was just flying around, wanting to know more. I also met that orange-haired boy again. Orange-haired boy? Yeah, the one from the ship. The one that opened the, what was it, crate door that we were hiding in? Oh, that one. Apparently he can see me. As Foxy gets serious. Wait, what? Yeah, I was surprised too. Did you make sure you didn't tell anyone? He gave me his word he would not tell anyone. You sure? Yes. Yes. Well, I'll trust your word on it then. If he tells anyone, we may have to change plans. Oh, I don't think he'll tell anyone. He seems like a very nice person. Well, keep an eye on him if you can, for at least a little bit. All right. Although, Mangle also heard of this someone called David. David Shield? Yeah, David Shield. That's his name. He got angry, saying his device was taken. What? Yes, apparently someone, they were taking a device he had made away. I stumbled upon it while just flying around. As she giggles. I saw so many things. I also saw a yellow-haired girl on the way back. She was running through a hallway looking for her father, I think. Saying she had something she wanted to show him. I didn't know. I didn't stick around much to talk to her or observe her. Well, I'm glad you decided not to talk to her, because we don't need anyone else seeing your spiritual form. Also, the radius of me expanding the area further away from my body has grown quite large now. Seriously? I can go all the way up above ground and to the port. We're about a quarter of Island. That's about a quarter of Island. That's quite far, Mangle. I know. I guess, what? Staying in my spiritual form longer has expanded the time and length of how far I can go. Well, that's very interesting. But still, nothing can happen to your original body. Don't worry, you're watching it after all. Yes, but I won't be here all the time to watch your original body, Mangle. You have to be careful. We don't know who we can trust here. Mangle knows. Mangle, be careful. As she just decides to leave from her body and starts flying in her spiritual form once again. After all, Mangle's always careful. No, you're not, Mangle. As Mangle giggles. As the robots are just watching this. Oh. I know, maybe I should go talk to him again, probably later. After all, I want to learn more about the things he said. He seems he knows a lot about this place, or at least somewhat. I would like to talk to him again. Well, that's good you're making a friend, Mangle. Yeah, I was wondering if I made a friend, and I guess I have. Mangle's first friend. Huh. I don't know why you still have that childish mindset of your soul. You've been in there for like several years. Are you calling me a child? As she flies over in front of Foxy. Yes, I am not a child. As one of the Mangle bots just smacks Foxy. As he just goes straight flat on the floor. As he gets up and relocates his broken jaw of the animatronic. I forgot you can control those robots you created. They don't follow you, Foxy. They follow the creator, myself, who created them. Before you. As she starts to glitch out a little bit. I'm the one in control of them. Okay, calm down, Mangle. I didn't mean to anger you. You're not a child anymore. As she goes back to her original spirit form and just goes back flying. I know. I'm more of a... teen? And she just flies around. Before she just flies off. I wonder if her spirit form will ever evolve from that child form of hers. That childish personality of hers may get her in trouble. But that's not the time. Hopefully the heroes don't come here. As he goes back to work. And that is the end of part 2 of chapter 2 of What If Fem Deku Was Mangle. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. Part 3 will be out in a little bit.